Hello and welcome back to the channel, my friend. Hello to you if this is your first time. So we're going to use these two pieces of leftover fence pickets to make two beginner-friendly projects. Both of them can be completed within an hour. For the rough piece, you can plane it down if you have a planer, otherwise you can just give it a good sanding. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat board, but removing some of the roughness of the board does help. The width of this board is 5 3/4, so I marked a length of 5 3/4. I then marked 1 inch on one end and 2 inches on the other end. And those 2 points will be used as references to make angle cuts on the miter saw. So basically what we're doing here is angle finding. I'm using the miter saw to find the angle that corresponds to the 1 inch mark and the 2 inch mark. In the case of the 1 inch mark, it corresponds to 10 degrees. And so we're going to make the first cut, that first cut, with a 1 inch mark at 10 degrees. Then I'll make the cut at the 5 3/4 inch mark. That is a straight cut, so we'll just do a 90-degree cut there, which will allow for us to hold the board and then find the angle at the 2 inch mark by moving the miter sliding arm to the corresponding angle. And so the angle for the 2 inch mark is at approximately 22.5 degrees, and that's where we're going to make the cut. And then we're just going to duplicate that by tracing it out on the rest of the board. At this point, I want to quickly remind you that all you need is a little bit of faith and some action. Next, to just repeat the 2 miter cuts at 10 degrees and 22.5 degrees. Now at this point we can leave it the way it is, but we're going to remove 1 inch from the back, from the straight edge. So I'm just marking 1 inch from that edge, from the edge, and then we'll cut it at those 2 points. I'm going to use a miter sled holding bar just to keep my hands away from the miter. So you can actually hold it, but just to be on the safe side, I used that to hold the boards while making the cut. Now we need 3 cuts that are at 9 inches long, and these cuts could actually be made on the miter saw, but we're going to have to rip one of the boards down to smaller sizes, so we're now on the table saw, where we will then be making the rip cuts. Next, I'm setting my blade height to approximately 1/8 of an inch, and then I need to move the raving knife down in a way so I can make those cuts. I'm actually making grooves on one side of the board, and next we'll do the rip cuts that are needed. There's no right or wrong way to the spacing for these grooves. I'm using 1 inch, and then I used 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. You can decide which pattern you want to use. There's no right or wrong way, as long as there are grooves there. And then to make the rip cuts, I'm bringing up the raving knife again, because it's a safety feature on the table saw. You want to always have the raving knife up. And then I'll make the rip cuts. I have 2 cuts to make. One at 3 1/4 and the other one at 1 3/4 inch. Now that all the cuts have been made, I'll start assembling using wood glue and some brad nails. I'm using 1.25" brad nails for this one. For the next project, we're using the smaller piece of board that you saw at the start of the video, and we actually need 2 cuts, but 2 sets of each. One at 4 inches long and the other will be at 3.5 inches long. We'll start with the 4 inches long cuts on the miter saw. Next, we'll make the other cuts at 3.5 inches long. Next, using a 2.5 inch hole saw, we're going to make a circle that is 2.5 inches wide. We'll increase it a little bit using the drum sander that I'll be using to clean it up. So using this sander, I'm able to remove some more of the material so that the vase that I will insert in there will sit in there just perfectly. After doing some test fits and adjusting the circle, it was time to now assembly. I'm using wood glue and 1¼ inch brad nails again for this one. Once the assembly is completed, it's time for some good sanding. It's a good idea to sand all sides of it so it is smooth to the touch. And one thing I would say is the width of it is at 4 inches wide. The length of it, or the depth of it, is more than that. It's about the width of the board, which is approximately 5¾ inches wide. You can cut it down to a square, but I like this rectangular look as it makes it different from what's out there in the market. So optional, you can make it a square, 4x4 square, or to make it go faster, you just leave it at the width of the board, whatever it is, whether it's 5¾ quarters or 5 7/8. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Okay, good luck with your build. I hope this inspires you to make one or both of these. As usual, until next time, I hope you will have a tangible experience of God's love today. Take care and God bless.